Hey sports fans, welcome back to the Fool Show. Of course, I am Foolish Phil. I just wanted to give you my thoughts on Michigan's 20-13 win over Rutgers today. And boy, if you just watched the first drive of this game, Michigan got the ball, basically just ran every play. I think they did 2 passes. Just ran, took over half the quarter. Rutgers couldn't stop the ball. Michigan got a touchdown, Haskins 1 yard. If you just watched that drive, you would think Michigan was just going to roll over Rutgers, that Rutgers wouldn't have any answer. And honestly, after the first 3 games Michigan had behind them against non-conference foes, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen today. I'll fully admit I was reading the analysts' breakdown of what they thought would happen in the game, and people thought, oh, Michigan's just going to run all over them, and it didn't happen. It did not happen. After that first drive, I think Michigan had like 24 yards rushing over the next 6 drives. Michigan started 4 of 4 on third down conversion and finished the game 4 of 11. So they went 0 of their last 7 third down conversions. Rutgers just completely took Michigan out of the game in a way, and Michigan took themselves out of the game too. I mean, if we're honest, Rutgers was running the ball pretty well against Michigan, and their own silly trick plays kind of cost them. They went for a fourth down play where they faked that the quarterback was getting the play from the sideline, and the running back quick got it. That got stuffed. It might have been a fumble there too that forced that play to be kind of hurt the momentum of that play, and they were just getting the ball. Rutgers was able to just get the ball and run against Michigan without any problem until they got fancy. Then that was the problem for Rutgers. It's like if they would have just stuck to their game plan of just run the ball, quarterback doing the read option, right? He's either holding the ball or he's handing it off. That was just shredding Michigan. Just shredding them. I think Michigan gave up almost 200 yards rushing this game. And they outrushed Michigan, who only had 112. And it just, wow. I mean, I just got to say, it was surprising. It was surprising. And honestly, it was a little bit of a smack in the mouth and humbling, too, that, you know what? Michigan played well against Western and Washington at night game, right? Great atmosphere. And Northern Illinois. Great. 3-0. But you know what? This is probably more of the Michigan we really are going to see against better teams, where you're not going to be able to run the ball. And you're going to need Cade McNamara to throw the ball. And he played okay, but, 9 of 16. And the second half, he could not make a throw, or the wide receivers were dropping the ball. The offense was just completely out of sync in the second half. I think they got 1 first down, and that was the last drive Michigan had the ball. Before the fumble recovery, obviously, that would be the last. But when they were trying to salt the game away, Corum got outside. Finally, they stopped doing a run up the middle. Well, use your speed and go outside. I really have big problems with the play calling. I'm just going to go back a little bit. Sorry, I'm going back to the end of the first half. Michigan at least took advantage of Rutgers going for it on 4th and 10. They got stopped. Michigan got the ball. And I thought Michigan was just going to probably do a run. Instead, they did a nice little crossing pattern to one of the wide receivers. I think it was Sanistril. 51-yard pass down to the 3-yard line. But Michigan had the clock was stopped, and 2 timeouts left. But then the targeting play, I really wonder if that really hurt the team, because it was like an extended timeout where there was a momentum loss there. I don't know. Michigan still had 2 timeouts left. Run up the middle, get stopped for nothing. Timeout. Now you have 2 downs left before the field goal with 1 timeout. Okay. Honestly, if Cade McNamara just puts the ball on the tight end for the easy touchdown pass, Michigan's up 24-3 at half, and I think the game's kind of over there. But they didn't. He missed a wide open guy, and then this is what really burned me so bad. We still had 1 timeout left, 1 timeout. And then Harbaugh decides to burn it because they can't get the play call in. And then, we just got to go for the field goal. Just take the 5-yard penalty. Take the penalty. So it's from the 10 or whatever it would have been. Who cares? You still would have 1 play to get it. But no, they just go for the field goal. You waste your timeout, and then you just have to go for the field goal. I was surprised Michigan actually went for something on that drive. Normally, Harbaugh is, I will complain about him doing this, normally his 2-minute drives are just junk. And he actually tried something, and we got points out of it. So maybe I'll take that as the positive that it is that Michigan actually did something. The second half, Michigan had chances to just put the game away and credit Rutgers and blame the play calling or the play structure, whatever. It was hand in hand, and Michigan just did nothing in the second half. Like I said, 0 first downs, at least till the second to last drive. Rutgers is just running down the field. And I got to give credit to McDonald here a little bit. I'm not happy with how the team was not able to adjust to the quarterback runs at all. The Wildcat runs were just not being stopped much of anything. They got the touchdown, blown coverage, running back was open for the touchdown, made it 20-10. Michigan goes 3 and out. Long drive again. But make them kick a field goal, 20-13. 3 and out by Michigan. So again, the defense, even if you're trying to think that defense can adjust, they only have like the TV timeout and a 3 and out, and then they're back on the field. Don't get me wrong, I would hope they could adjust some things in that time, but you're not having Michigan go on a nice 3-4 minute drive where they can rest, where they can adjust, look at the plays. No, it's 3 and out, back on the field. Rutgers goes right marching down the field again, red zone, have to settle for a field goal again. Michigan bend in the red zone in the third and fourth quarter there, forcing field goal attempts. And of course, Rutgers missed the field goal, 20-13. Michigan gets the ball. What are they going to do? 3 and out. Rutgers, I think. Yeah, Rutgers got the ball back, and then they got stopped on a 4th and 10. Michigan gets the ball back. Finally, they run the ball with Corum on the outside. Gets 9 yards on first down. Then they run up the middle, and he gets 1 yard. And then a run, and Cade, kind of loses yards. We have the game-clinching kick, and then Moody misses the kick. So Rutgers gets one more shot. Oh, mercy. But the defense rose up and got a strip of their quarterback and recovered the fumble. And that was Rutgers' first turnover of the whole season. Michigan hasn't turned over the ball once this year, and Rutgers finally had their first turnover outside of 4th down failures, obviously. I mean, real turnovers, I guess. 4th turnovers. Man, this was a tough game. It was miserable. Just miserable, the second half. Just kept waiting for Michigan to do something. Where was a creative play call? Where was a sweep to Henning? Where was anything of a misdirection play, a flea flicker, something? Where was a deep throw down the field? Nothing. All you're doing is let Rutgers crunch up, because you're throwing nothing down the field. Like, you're only throwing like 10 yards down the field. And they were open. Don't get me wrong, they were open. Either the wide receiver dropped it, Cade missed them. They were open, but they don't make the play. But again, where's some extra interesting plays on offense? Something to get the team fired up. Instead, it's run, 3rd and 8. Well, Cade has to run out. Can't find anyone. Or pass. Like, just the plays. Ugh. But don't apologize for a win. Michigan got the win. 4-0 on the season. Michigan's won probably the games you expect them to win. Washington, to me, was a coin flip. And now you look ahead. What's ahead of Michigan? Going into Camp Randall, Wisconsin. Last time they were there, it was a bloodbath. Michigan was down 35-0 before they scored any points. It was just completely annihilation. And last year in Ann Arbor, obviously that was without fans, but it was just a complete destruction again. And the way that Rutgers was able to just run the ball on Michigan does not make me think it's going to be great next week. Because one thing Wisconsin's going to do is they're going to want to run the ball, because Michigan could not stop the run. Couldn't stop the run at all. And it just kind of lets you kind of worry about what's ahead. But Michigan has a week to prepare, a week to try to figure things out. I don't think Wisconsin's going to do as much quarterback run, but maybe after watching this film, Maybe they're going to do some quarterback runs in there just because Michigan did so bad on them. Also, Wisconsin's got a bad taste in their mouth after the beatdown Notre Dame gave them. If you didn't see that game, it was like Wisconsin was actually up 13-10, I think, in the fourth quarter or late third. Gave up a kickoff return after they went up by 3. Gave up a kickoff return. And then I think Notre Dame scored 31 points in the fourth quarter. Just crazy how that game flipped around. So Wisconsin's going to be a little miffed. They're going to be a little beat up maybe, but they're going to come out and they're going to be ready to play hard. You can bet that. Maybe this is what Michigan needed, though. I think this is a reality. This is the more Michigan team we have. That against inferior opponents, they'll be able to run well. The question is, can this line get yards against good defenses? And they're not going to be able to get them running up the middle. And I think that you could see the coaches recognize that. On that last drive, who got the ball carries? Corum. It wasn't Haskins. It was Corum got the carries on the last drive. And he got a first down. The only first down in the second half for Michigan. I don't know if Cade's really the quarterback that can do it. He's obviously been average at best, really. I guess average. I'll call him average. Missing throws. Guys aren't getting enough. And when we really needed him to step up in the second half, it just didn't click. But the team still got the win. He didn't make a turnover, I guess. You try to find those silver linings. A win's a win. At least it could be worse, right? Clemson goes in and they lose, right? It could be, Michigan easily could have lost this game, but they didn't. The defense made some plays when they really needed to. They bent, but they didn't break when they really needed to, and Michigan gets the win. Hey guys, let me know what you guys think from this game. What does Michigan have to do with the quarterback? Is it open the playbook up more? Is this all McNamara can do? I think he can do a good deep ball, but they don't throw good deep. They don't throw enough of them. They don't. I love those crossing patterns in the first half, and they were open again in the second half. But for whatever reason, drops, missed throws. The offense was just completely out of rhythm in the second half. Just terrible. And no one got them back going. And it just compounded the defensive problems because if Michigan gets a 4 or 5 minute drive there and scores a touchdown, it makes things a lot easier on the defense. So let me know what you guys think from this game. Going forward, what do you think about Wisconsin? If you want to give me your thoughts on that or any other college football. Not a ton of great games this weekend, but still, obviously Clemson goes down. Notre Dame blows out Wisconsin at Soldier Field. Pretty cool game there. What do you guys think? Anything else? Let me know in the comments below. I'll try to respond as I am able to. It was stressful in the second half. Like, oh man, I like the blowout so much more. But a win is a win. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe. I'm sorry it was long. I'm just rambling. I know it was stressful. Until I see you guys next time, go blue.